Welcome. This episode focuses on solar panel placement. Direction. Depending on which hemisphere you are, the placement and orientation varies. For example, in the Southern African region, panels are supposed to be placed at 22.5 degrees northwest. Tilt angle. Panels must be placed or inclined at 12 degrees. Obstruction. Panels must be placed free from solar obstructions, e.g. trees or buildings. Any non-adherence to the above three will result in poor performance of your solar panels. Should you require more information, clarity, or assistance, please do contact us. Welcome. This episode focuses on solar panel placement. Direction. Depending on which hemisphere you are, the placement and orientation varies. For example, in the Southern African region, panels are supposed to be placed at 22.5 degrees northwest. Tilt angle. Panels must be placed or inclined at 12 degrees. Obstruction. Panels must be placed free from solar obstructions, e.g. trees or buildings. Any non-adherence to the above three will result in poor performance of your solar panels. Should you require more information, clarity, or assistance, please do contact us. Hi, my name is Kuda, one of the solutions expert at Epic Energy. For the past 5 years, we've been providing solutions to the business community, farming community, and household.
One reason why people just keep coming for us for service is because of how we work. We believe that you have to get it right the first time. We believe in not taking shortcuts. Everything has to work, everything has to be perfect.
We don't compromise on quality. All our premier packages come with warranties and after-sales support. Wherever you are, whatever your energy needs, Epic Energy will come to you. We'll make it work.
Imagine if we could cook at no extra cost. Imagine if we could irrigate your crops at no extra cost. And imagine if we could enjoy uninterrupted power supply 24 hours a day.
This year, we are so excited about the product that we have, which are more cost-effective and more efficient.
Opportunities do not make appointments, so don't miss out. Give us a call.
Hi, my name is Kuda, one of the solutions expert at Epic Energy. For the past 5 years, we've been providing solutions to the business community, farming community, and household.
One reason why people just keep coming for us for service is because of how we work. We believe that you have to get it right the first time. We believe in not taking shortcuts. Everything has to work, everything has to be perfect.
We don't compromise on quality. All our premier packages come with warranties and after-sales support. Wherever you are, whatever your energy needs, Epic Energy will come to you. We'll make it work.
Imagine if we could cook at no extra cost. Imagine if we could irrigate your crops at no extra cost. And imagine if you could enjoy uninterrupted power supply 24 hours a day.
This year, we are so excited about the product that we have, which are more cost effective and more efficient.
Opportunities do not make appointments, so don't miss out. Give us a call.
Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Borehole systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you. And all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living.
Welcome. This episode focuses on solar panel placement. Direction. Depending on which hemisphere you are, the placement and orientation varies. For example, in the Southern African region, panels are supposed to be placed at 22.5 degrees northwest. Tilt angle. Panels must be placed or inclined at 12 degrees. Obstruction. Panels must be placed free from solar obstructions, e.g. trees or buildings. Any non-adherence to the above three will result in poor performance of your solar panels. Should you require more information, clarity, or assistance, please do contact us.
Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Borehole systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you. And all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living.
Welcome. This episode focuses on solar panel placement. Direction. Depending on which hemisphere you are, the placement and orientation varies. For example, in the Southern African region, panels are supposed to be placed at 22.5 degrees northwest. Tilt angle. Panels must be placed or inclined at 12 degrees. Obstruction. Panels must be placed free from solar obstructions, e.g. trees or buildings. Any non-adherence to the above three will result in poor performance of your solar panels. Should you require more information, clarity, or assistance, please do contact us.
Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. It's for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Borehole systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start.
I'm going to just basically give you what it powers, what she's basically using the system for. Okay. She's got 2 TVs, she's got a fridge, she's got a couple of fridges, I should say. But she alternates in between. She's got 4 fridges and she alternates 2 at any given time. Then a basic lighting, everything is coming on solar. So that's basically how the system is.
So you're trying to tell me that even if I've got a small little shop, a butchery shop, we can actually run it off solar energy?
You can totally be off-grid, no matter what size of load you've got. We've got a solution that will do that for you.
Because I know I've got an aunt, she used to buy like meat in bulk, but she stopped doing that because it's cheaper to buy in bulk. But the reason that you don't have electricity constantly, now she has to spend more on gas, spend more in buying small quantities because she's not getting the benefit of volumes.
She's actually not saving.
Okay.
If she was saving, she would be having extra money to do extra activities. So she's not saving. If she could just invest in solar, then we'll talk of real saving.
Okay.
She'll be able to buy in bulk now. That holiday you were talking about last week, she can be able to go on that holiday that you were talking about last week, Mr.
Right, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to jump into the Epic Masterclass. We told you about the Epic Masterclass. What is it? It's a segment where we take down all the complicated components that make a solar system. And then Tinashe is going to break it down into small bits and pieces that dumb people like myself can get to understand. Anyway, so in 3, 2, 1, we're going to be switching over to the video on the Epic Masterclass. See you after the show.
Sure.
Welcome. This episode focuses on solar panel placement. Direction. Depending on which hemisphere you are, the placement and orientation varies. For example, in the Southern African region, panels are supposed to be placed at 22.5 degrees northwest. Tilt angle. Panels must be placed or inclined at 12 degrees. Obstruction. Panels must be placed free from solar obstructions, e.g. trees or buildings. Any non-adherence to the above three will result in poor performance of your solar panels. Should you require more information, clarity, or assistance, please do contact us.
Right, welcome back, viewers. So that was solar panels,
A snippet.
and they're talking about 22.5 degrees and all that. Tinashe,
Okay.
you're the expert.
Right?
Like Steve Jobs would say, we don't employ experts so that we tell them what to do. So I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't know. But break it down to me. The first thing he touched on was direction.
Direction.
How important is direction?
Right. Direction comes in as
Direction, go on.
direction comes in as because what happens is you need to get the maximum out of your system, and which means the maximum hours of sunshine. That's what you're looking at. So depending with the area you're in,
Okay.
you need to focus your panels where there's the maximum sun. In Southern Africa, our panels face to the north, and you heard them saying 22.5 degrees to the north. That would be the ideal situation. But it's not always the case that you're going to face the 22.5. Some systems, depending on the profile of the roof, profile of the place you are, probably the 22.5, there's an obstruction that's there.
Okay.
So I think, but basically they need to be facing northward, in between the north and the west.
But tell me something. We're in Africa. We've got abundant sunshine. So wherever I put it, I'm still going to get sunlight.
You're
Because
going
all I need is sunlight, isn't it?
You need sunlight, but you need the maximum.
Okay.
It's always good to get more. More is always better.
All right. So direction is important. Let's summarize it again. So you said 22.5 degrees. Okay.
Northwest.
And then I need to get a mathematician to come measure
Nah,
that
don't worry.
for
You
me.
just need a compass. A small little compass. It'll probably direct you put you in the right direction.
Okay. Right. Direction. And then the other thing that he also mentioned was the tilt angle.
The tilt angle. Tilt angle basically is the projection of your solar panels.
Okay.
Reference to the ground.
Okay.
They need to be inclined at a certain angle so that you'll be able to capture the maximum sun. Imagine if you just have to stand it on the wall, how much sun would you get?
I'll still get
You
sunlight.
still get sun. You still get the
Yeah, I'll
sunlight,
still get sunlight.
for a limited
it's a
time.
solar panel. It
and you
needs
still get some
sunlight.
heat.
Okay.
But
So
how
it'll
much
still
of
work.
that are you going to get?
Enough to make sure that I can see it shining.
It's not the shine. It's not the shine. So you need to. It needs to be positioned correctly
Okay.
at a proper tilt angle so that you get the maximum. Because what we're basically doing is we're trying to draw the maximum that we can from any given system.
Why is it important to draw the maximum? Let's expound a little bit more on that.
Right. The importance of drawing the maximum is initially when you get your system sized, they size it probably with the worst case and the best case.
Okay.
So what we basically do is we need to give you the best case so that you enjoy more. If we're going to give you a 100-watt solar panel, probably until you are going to get about 2 hours. Everything needs to be right up to spec so that you get those 2 hours that you're looking for. Otherwise, you're going to say, I'm going to Makandi Nyepera.
Okay.
Those 2 hours, now. It's because of those things.
Because you haven't maximized.
Maximized.
And I think it's also important when we get to winter where the days are shorter.
Shorter, and the sunlight is kind of like a few hours.
All right. So direction that we've
Direction,
discussed, tilt angle we've discussed, and then the third thing that you also mentioned was obstructions.
Obstruction.
Okay. That's a very deep word.
It's an
Obstruction.
obstruction. Looks like a big word. Okay, obstruction, basically what I'm saying is the panels.
Objection. Sorry, I just had to.
You always do that. What is it, my brother?
One of those days.
Where you feel like just giving an objection.
I actually wanted to be a lawyer. Can you imagine?
You're a lawyer.
I'm joking. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I was actually surprised.
Right, obstructions. Tell me more.
Obstruction. What we're going to say about obstruction is people do know that the solar panels, for them to generate power, they need sunlight and also heat. So imagine having a small little solar panels under a shade and expect the most out of it.
No, but hang on. They work with any light. Nowadays, they've got these solar panels. All they need is just exposure to sunlight.
You rightly said it's sunlight and a little bit of heat.
So heat energy is important.
It's also important because when those figures that you see on a solar panel,
Okay.
standard test conditions. Right behind the solar panel, there's a part that's written STC, which is the standard test conditions.
Okay.
It's optimum at 25 degrees Celsius.
Oh, I see.
That's the max that you can draw. Any temperatures way after the 25, it's more like you're going back. It generates less.
So even though it's written 230 watts, I'm not going to be getting 230 watts every time.
Not every time.
Is that the reason why you're always saying get more panels?
Get more panels.
To compensate for when you're not getting optimum power.
Optimum
Why
power.
didn't you tell me that?
I told you that long ago.
Okay, he claims to be the expert. Now I'm having to teach him.
No, what's happening is we're going to be teaching everyone as we go.
Okay.
So component by component, then we're going to system building. So people should just keep watching us and keep logged in. Today we talked about panels.
Okay. No, hang on. We've just only talked about 3 aspects of solar panels. That's the direction that it's facing, the tilt angle, and then also having no obstruction.
Right.
But I understand that they also need to be maintained. Like you need to clean your solar panel, because when you've got dust settling on them, they become ineffective. And the different kinds of solar panels. You've got the ones made at Magaba. You've got the ones made at CSO. You've got the ones made in Mavuku. You've got the ones made in Borodale. Right?
No.
What do you mean?
No.
I saw one written Museyama solar panels.
No, Museyama makes the panels, but what's important is for you to get them from a reputable supplier.
Okay.
It's always important. It's always important that when you're investing, make the right investment choice and talk to experts before just going to buy.
Okay.
We'll tell you, no, the Magaba one doesn't work. Why don't you get the Borodale one?
I've got a friend, he imported these hard drives. And then when he plugged them in trying to, install software, it didn't work. And then took it for repairs, they opened it and there was an SD card inside it.
So it wasn't a hard drive, actually.
No, it was an SD hard drive. Be careful what you buy. Always make sure it's epic, because it comes with a warranty and it comes with after sales support. From Tinashe and his team.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. We don't sleep when you're not sleeping.
Oh yeah, making sure everyone is switched on.
Keeping you switched on.
Okay. So about solar panels, what else is there to learn? Is this everything?
It's not everything. We can't talk about everything in one day. We're going to talk about the types of solar panels that we have and the leading technologies that we have now. Now there are panels that are called bifacial.
Bifacial, you mean like biometric or bipolar? What?
Bi means 2. Okay. So those panels...
2 in 1.
2 in
Why
1.
didn't you say 2 in 1 blanket?
No, you need to complicate these things. That's why we're the experts. We complicate them a bit for you. So bifacial solar panels, they basically generate power from both sides.
From both sides?
People are just basically used to the front face being the one that generates the power.
Wow.
It can actually generate power from the bottom.
So you get twice the power.
Twice the power from one
with
panel.
half this,
half the space.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, we have space efficient. They are very space efficient.
So are they twice more expensive or?
Not twice more expensive. Consider this. We are using the same frame.
Okay, so it's cheaper.
It's cheaper than getting 2 panels.
Okay.
So we're going to be
technology is moving forward.
It's moving forward, and you also need to be moving forward, and you also need to be talking to the people who actually appreciate the technology and who actually give you the latest trends that are there.
So in other words, you could be telling me that you're probably saying that a lot of people have got old stock being sold at the same price as the new technology.
That's the thing.
So they could be getting more if they come to reputable suppliers like yourself,
like Epic
who are always up to date with technology.
You basically nailed it, my brother. Knowledge is power.
I want to cry.
Why should you be crying? Don't cry, my brother.
Anyway, thank you so much for this segment, for just tuning in with us. It's been a pleasure. So if you've got questions, Tinashe is still around. Just go on our page, send the questions, and then Tinashe will come back and answer all those technical questions. And remember, we're going to be having a segment where we're just picking up one component, expounding it a little bit more, and getting to teach people.
All right.
Hang on, you're teaching people for free?
Yeah, it's free. Information is free, my brother. They can just Google it.
Say it.
They can just Google it, but then
I didn't say it.
If you get it from someone who's actually telling you, I think it makes more sense.
Okay. Consultation. Do you charge for consultation?
We don't charge for consultation. Consultation is free.
It's for free?
It's for free.
So stop experimenting. Stop wasting
just
money buying the wrong things. Ask teachers.
And don't tell them for free.
For free?
Yeah, it's actually free. Mahar.
No, but I can charge them for linking them up with you. I've got his number.
Now you're the commission guy.
Come to my inbox. Anyway, we're going to go on a commercial break.
Okay.
And soon after this, we're going to have a great time. We've got two guests coming with us on Epic Hour. We've got Mr. Menashe. He's a filmmaker. The guys that make films. Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Those kind of guys.
Directors.
Are they normal?
No, I don't consider film guys normal.
And then there's another guy called Kilo. Why do you call him Kilo? I understand you guys were at school together.
He was actually very junior, and I'm actually surprised that he's doing well for himself.
Wow. So he's a designer.
Thumbs up, my brother.
And he used to steal pens at school. I don't know, but these are stories that I was hearing. And he
still-
was good at copying stuff. Right? Good at copying stuff. Let me make sure. So wait. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned and get to meet Kilo, the guy that can copy everything. He mustn't copy money. Coming to you, and all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family, and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Bowl systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you. And all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family, and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living. Listen, life is for living. Life is for living. Life is for living. It's not supposed to be spent with you looking for water. Water is supposed to come to you. That's how things are supposed to work. So start living and stop looking for water. Give us a call and we'll come and install the Epic Well system or the Epic Bowl systems that run on solar energy. And you don't have to spend your whole life looking for water, but water will start coming to you. And all you have to do is enjoy life, spend it with your family, and not looking for water. Remember, it can be easy. All you have to do, give us a call. Life is for living.
I'm like, no, I can't see.
It's happening again.
It's happening?
It's happening again.
He said I was good at copying, so.
Okay, welcome back to the Epic Hour. We always have epic people in the Epic Hour. And with me, I stand to be corrected. Tinashe said you used to be called Kilo.
It was a nickname back in high school. Yeah, so I was kind of like good at rugby. So yeah, they gave me a nickname Kilo because I kind of like had some weight on it, as you can see. Yeah.
You're pretty small like me.
Yeah.
All right, so Kundai.
Yeah, Kundai is the name.
Kundai is the name. You're a graphic designer.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened? The power of God happened. So what happened is that, it's a blessing that is a thing I knew from the onset that I kind of liked to copy certain things,
You said copy.
Copy certain things. When you say copy,
Including exams.
not basically exams.
You just need to be sure.
No, the things which I like to copy were actually drawings. So I would actually like to illustrate certain things growing up. So yeah, the power of design then emerged in me. So I kind of like knew from Form 6 what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Now, I like the idea that you started it off when you were still young. And I'm an African. I am African and I'm Zimbabwean and I'm not ashamed about it. But there's one thing that I know generally is that we tend to have the situation where parents always think, you should be a doctor. You should be a doctor. And I wonder, if everyone's a doctor, how is it going to work? Who's going to make food for the doctor? Who's going to cut the doctor's hair? It's happening to try and foster, like, graphic design, the creative communicating, the engineers of design.
Okay, so I'm going. Yeah. So is that growing up, I actually said to say this is what I want to do, because I was fortunate to go to schools which had career guidance. So
Okay.
Shout out to the people at Ernst & Young. They used to go to schools and talk about career guidance. So
Wow, that's good.
yeah. So through that, they showed us a visual of I think it was a superhero movie. It was a trailer, and they said, "Would you like to be that?"
Wow.
That's like your profession. So communication. So
love
it's
that.
like when you wake up, somebody probably wants to brush their teeth. So when you want to brush your teeth, probably you got Colgate or you got another brand. The reason why you buy Colgate is because somebody psychologically told you that you should buy Colgate. That's through advertising. So the certain colors which kind of like resonate to you, that draw you to certain things. So there comes the aspect of a designer. So basically, I'm in your world every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know, like how you...
If you're a person who eats, basically whatever you're eating probably be a brand. If it's Ivan's, somebody made you buy Ivan's. I'm there also. There's a logo there. There are certain colors that resonate and make you buy Ivan's. That's a designer there for you. After that, probably gonna go into a car. If it's a BMW, if it's a Mercedes Benz, Isuzu, whatever car you have, there's an influence of a designer there because of the mark, the logo you have there, and also the visuals, the aspects of how it was strategically advertised to you. That's how the graphic designer
Ladies
comes
and
into
gentlemen.
there. A designer was also responsible for that process. If she was wearing certain labels or aspects that resonate there, a designer was involved in that.
Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, there you have it. The confession of the culprit.
Yeah.
Right? If you're wondering who's brainwashed you... No, I'm just kidding. But you know, I really like how you've just broken it down. The design itself, it's our day-to-day lives. We live in design.
Yeah.
We walk in design. We wake up in design. Everything around us is design. And now your laptop, you put Photoshop on it, probably cracked software, and all of a sudden you're a designer.
Yeah, it's actually a problem.
I buy a laptop, I download Virtual DJ, I'm now a DJ.
Yeah.
What are we doing to standardize the industry to make sure that those that call themselves designers are designers? Because I think a lot of people are being shortchanged. I've seen designs where you look at it, you can't even find the hierarchy of text. All the design rules are broken. I know as creatives we break rules, but there's sometimes where you look at a gango. You just literally just,
The point of having associations comes in. For example, I'm in an association called Graphic Designers Zimbabwe, GDZ. It was formed by
Tashinga.
the likes of Tashinga.
There's about 5 groups now, isn't it?
It's got like 5 groups, and just imagine how many people do you put on WhatsApp? Just imagine how many designers are in Zimbabwe.
Wow, that's amazing.
So if one group has probably like 200 people, and you multiply that by 5, so
that's a lot. Now let's come back to home. I've seen some designs where you can actually tell this is Microsoft Word. Is it because you're too expensive or you're inaccessible? Where's the gap? What can we do so that designers and entrepreneurs can come together? Because if the businesses grow, they can afford to have you do more marketing jobs for them.
yeah.
So what are we doing?
Okay.
Especially, let's say, with young startups. I'm starting a business, I don't have capital, but I've got a big vision, and I can't afford your $50 an hour charges or $50 a minute.
Oh, there's always a way of like negotiating and talking of how you're gonna come up with whatever product or company to actually embrace certain qualities that other people have.
Okay.
Basically, like here, like you said at the beginning, it's actually an insult, but people should actually empower themselves to like the aspect of being African, but to put it in that words, people also become Africans, especially entrepreneurs, because they don't want to actually put value into what they are doing.
Okay.
So the aspect of putting value into what you do, they think they can actually do, be it a logo, be it
A jack of all trades, but you're a master of none.
They want to do it on their own, or probably that you think you can do it. For example, the Nike logo. It was made so simple that even a teacher who's in class who marks and says, this boy is 5 out of 5, he's putting ticks, you know. So how can you say that somebody, you're going to pay somebody to do something that even a teacher can do, like mark a book and stuff.
But it's the concept.
But it's the concept which is behind it, to simplify
and
it.
first impressions are lasting impressions. So I think what you're also trying to say is, if you're out there, you want to grow your business, engage the experts.
Yeah.
And if you look at the big companies around the leadership, so if you're great as a leader, surround yourself with winners and your company's going to win.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone like you.
Yeah.
How can people get in touch with you?
You can get in touch with me on my number. It's 0773 231 291, or you can see my work on Behance, lowercase Kundai Muchikambizi is there.
Okay. Do you want to repeat that again?
Lowercase Kundai Muchikambizi. Sorry, that's a designer phase. It's like you don't put everything in uppercase, like capital letters. It's K Muchikambizi or Creative K. That's on Instagram. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Definitely find me there.
Okay. Anything that you want to say to the world at large?
What I want to say is that good designers are out there, especially here in Zimbabwe. We have renowned designers who are out there. We have the likes of who are actually teaching quality stuff here in Zimbabwe. For the likes of Sakima Fundikwa, his school Ziva, Zimbabwe Institute of Digital Arts, is there. So if you want legitimate and unique stuff, creative, you can also find Graphic Designers Zimbabwe on Facebook. You can actually contact them there, and you can actually find a good designer who goes with whatever you're looking for.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Can you design the word brilliant and make it brilliant?
Yeah, my brother. Brilliant. Yeah, I make it bright, you know, and with the was in
like
the.
how my brothers go.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
When
brilliant.
It is brilliant.
Well, how do you want to, like, brilliant? Like the Jamaican brilliant, or you want like the African brilliant? Yes, with the sparks in there.
We've had so much fun. Kundai, I really enjoyed you on the show.
It was nice being here. It was.
You've been the best guest I've had in the last 1 minute.
Oh, definitely, man. I feel sorry for the person who was there before. I mean, like the last 2 minutes before me. So
right,
thank you.
Stay tuned. This is the Epic Hour where we meet epic people, and continue to send those questions in. And everyone that's watching right now, we are so happy to have you. So soon after, we're going to have Mr. Munashe. He's a Zimbabwean filmmaker. Are we making blockbusters? What are the challenges? And why is it we also have got some very appalling poster designs? Sorry to say, but it is the truth. Some Zimbabwean films, if you look at the poster, it's just a lineup of, those passport photos.
I think they have to
something needs to be done.
Something needs to be done.
And we're going to start doing
come to
something
the-
about it
yeah.
from today. Because we're going to be collaborating with designers.
Yeah, you definitely have to collaborate. It makes it super brilliant and epic.
It's been brilliant chatting with you.
Yeah, it also has been epic, and I can feel the energy. You know.
And like this page. Ciao.
Hi, my name is Kuda,
You're amazing.
one of the solutions experts
You're
at
amazing.
Epic Energy. For the past 5 years, we've been providing solutions
How are we doing
to the
on
business
time?
community,
Any feedback?
farming community, and household.
45. How are we doing on? And then
One reason why people just keep coming for us for service is because of how we work. We believe that you have to get it right the first time. We believe in not taking shortcuts. Everything has to work, everything.
Wherever you are, whatever your energy needs, Epic Energy will come to you. We'll make it work.
Imagine if we could cook at no extra cost. Imagine if we could irrigate your crops at no extra cost. And imagine if we could enjoy uninterrupted power supply 24 hours a day.
any questions so far?
This year, we're
Ivan,
so
any
excited
questions so far?
about the product that we have, which are more cost effective and more efficient.
Opportunities do not make appointments. So don't miss out. Give us a call.
muda unyazoboyiri
broadcast page chitwa spammed watego sha Ivan watego magesa.
Hi, my name is Kuda, one of the solutions expert at Epic Energy. For the past 5 years, we've been providing solutions to the business community, farming community, and household.
Solar aliens.
It's for services because
There are no more foreigners here at your church. Don't want any more foreigners running around here at your church.
Imagine a place where everything is different,
Please don't hate me.
where everyone has changed, and even you are a stranger to yourself.
See, I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm sure now.
Oh, no, not again. We have no room for foreigners here.
A place where all that was familiar is gone.
I didn't know that people here don't love us.
Have I ever told you I do not like this people? Have you ever just taken a walk down the street here? Or just gone out for a walk? You see lots of starving South Africans. Jobless. 7 seconds.
And you are there.
But you hasn't left. Jabul, I'm happy. There are no more foreigners here at your church. Don't want any more foreigners running around here at your church.
Imagine a place where everything is different,
Please don't hate me.
where everyone has changed, and even you are a stranger to yourself.
See, I'm sorry,
Foreigners here.
A place where all that was familiar is gone.
I didn't know that people here don't love us. They attacked me some.
Have you ever just taken a walk down the street here? Or just gone out for a walk? You see lots of starving South Africans.
Imagine that place, and you are there.
Welcome back to this epic hour where we interview epic people like filmmakers. Master, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Billy. How are you?
No, I'm good. It's nice to meet another fellow filmmaker.
Which is good. We have got something in common.
Right, you've just been watching the trailer for a film called Aliens Beyond Boundaries.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the film?
Well, the film basically talks about xenophobia in South Africa. we try to make it even, the topic, to find balance between how people outside South Africa would see it and maybe the people in South Africa would see the story, react to that.
Now, this has been a problem that's been coming and coming and coming again, and then seems to be no solution. But what do you think is the solution? As smart as we claim to be, human beings, because we're saying that we're smarter than baboons, but sometimes we behave like them.
Well, sometimes I think the solution is a therapy. We need to sit down and we talk like the South Africans and maybe other nations. Then we should hear their side sometimes. Like, why do they do that? They've got some claims, they've got reasons that I think the world should attend to. Before we bash at them, we should understand them as well. Then they should understand others.
At some point, boundaries are only going to be there as reference point. Because we all need each other as human beings. I need you, you need me, we need each other. And that's what humanity is about. It's about, unity.
Yeah, but sometimes it's a matter of owning a space, a square on the ground in this world. If you've got your share that belongs to you, I think you'll be fine. And I think that's their claim sometimes.
So you made a very bold film, Xenophobia.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a very nice subject to talk about. And I believe that was your first film.
Yeah, that was my first film.
So your first film, you're already attacking people.
I wasn't attacking, I was just trying. They are not bad people.
Okay.
And we are not bad people. But there might be some, let me not say bad, but there might be some misunderstandings between our ideologies, them and us.
Did you get support making the film?
No, I used my own money.
Your own resources?
Yeah.
Okay. And what has been the feedback regarding the film?
I think it was very fair because we won awards to Best Actor in Zimbabwe and
good.
Best Actress in Zimbabwe. The film reached to the Caribbean film market and a lot of festivals around the world.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so the mileage of the film is very good and the reception is very fair.
Okay. And after Xenophobia, what Aliens?
Maria, I've got Aliens Beyond Boundaries, I've got The Lamp and a short film called Where Is Home on albinism as well.
Okay.
Then I've worked with a lot of filmmakers in Zim, mostly, and a few abroad.
Okay. I think what we should do is let's go to the trailer for The Lamb, so that people will get to see. They've seen a film that talks about something that's really dark. Let's give them something else so that at least they just know that you're not a dark person. Do you agree?
Okay, let's do that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to The Lamb. You're going to watch the trailer, and then when we come back, we're going to discuss a little bit more about the films, about filmmaking in Zimbabwe, all the ins and outs. Stay tuned.
I want my son here, not in hospital.
I understand, my brother. That's why I said I can explain. It's just a lamb. He has to die so that we can see.
Sorry, my love. I'm not coming back.
What?
I'm just trying to make a suggestion.
I want my son here, not in hospital.
I understand, my brother. That's why I said the lamb.
The Lamb.
Yes.
Action film.
Action-packed, yeah.
Zimbabwean.
Zimbabwean, 100%.
Okay, tell me more about the film.
Well, my idea with the film was to highlight something about family. It's about it, which almost costed him his life and the life of his family. So that's the plot.
Okay. Now you're making all these films. Are people watching them? Is there
Magic.
Yeah.
And we are sending them to festivals, and we are looking forward to.
But festivals don't pay money, do they?
Sometimes. So we are sending out to festivals. We are selling it to TVs. We are looking, depending on some other kind of contracts we are having right now with other distributors. We might not be able to send it online yet, but very soon, I think in December, a lot of them will be available online as well.
Okay. No, that's good. And what about the local? What has the response been for Zimbabwean content? Do Zimbabweans support Zimbabweans?
I think the support is not enough. They try to support, but it's not enough. We need more of their support. Because right now, when I make a film, people out there are watching it more than people in Zim or people from Zim around the world. So I prefer we've got more audience at home rather than abroad. That way, that's the thing that we need right now.
What? Okay, let's dig deeper. They're not supporting locally. Is it because the quality is bad? The stories are boring? The acting is substandard? Why are people not supporting? Is it because us filmmakers are not doing a good job? Or is just that it's just not a culture of supporting each other?
I think it's two at the moment, but we are trying our level best to do a good job.
Okay.
And also the filmmakers themselves, they are not reaching out to the audience. The people are there, they need to see what we are doing. But I don't think we are reaching out to them at a fair level.
What about, do you get support, say, from the government? I want to shoot in the CBD. Is it easy getting permission for me to shoot? Getting access to buildings? Is it make money from films? They make money from entertainment. And for some reason, we keep buying, but we never think about, hang on, we can also do the same thing and export.
Yeah.
And like an increase in Forex coming in.
I think the filmmakers now and the ministry that the filmmakers fall under should do a job on educating the people.
Okay, before you go, you know that the film industry is not on the priority list.
Well,
okay.
Engage them in a conversation and say, guys, look, you are doing your level best, but can you try to do 1 and 2?
Because when you look at it, Zimbabwe, like the tourism potential, we've got one of the 7 wonders in the whole world.
Yep.
Terazi Falls, I think, is the highest waterfall, the Egyptian pyramids. And then you've got the weather is perfect. We've got a lot, like the Chinoi caves. Those things are unique, what we have, the nature that we have. And we don't use that in films. And we're supposed to be promoting, seeing the responsibility that they have, that pushing tourism is a duty that we're supposed to do?
I come back to my answer where I said it's 2 ways.
Okay.
The other one is on the filmmaker. The other one is on the ministries responsible for tourism and those things, right? The ministries don't know much of the things that we know, the potential of tourism that we can push. So in sell the Masvingo ruins. But to them, they might not know that we can do that.
But hang on, these people watch TV. Come on, everyone watches TV. Why don't they see the potential?
You see, you understand it better because you're a filmmaker, right?
Am I? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. So they might not understand things the way you understand because they are in different fields. So I prefer we go and pitch to them.
Okay.
Then we give them an idea.
In Zimbabwe, we've got 2 main festivals where filmmakers come together and we get to interact with the ordinary Zimbabweans where we showcase films. There's IF, the Women's International Film Festival, and then there's ZIFT, the Zimbabwe International Film Festival Trust. Both of them didn't happen this year. And the reason is sponsorship. And I have Maputi and watch our films and talk about films. That's my argument. All we need is electricity, a projector, and a screen. And let's celebrate the films we've made. We made films for these festivals, but we didn't get opportunity to show them. And it's sad that this year, after so many years of showing films, we didn't get to do that.
Then they just closed. Like, they are not going to do that funding. Because I think the filmmakers were ready to give them their films to showcase for free.
We've always given them for free.
Yeah. So I don't know why they tell we grow, remember.
And I just want to share, 18, we made about 8 films in Zimbabwe. And
More
when
than
you,
that?
Yeah, more, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know 8 premieres that I attended.
Yep.
Right. And there's a lot more that were not premiered. In 2000, I challenge you to say, look, support local. Let's grow our film industry because it's ours. It's ours. Let's tell our stories. We are explained by Zimbabweans.
Yeah, by Ghanaians.
Yeah, and the accent is definitely not my president. He's not as fluent as my president. Look, I'm Zimbabwean. And for me, it's a pride issue. He's not as fluent as my president.
A story with great potential to bring money to the country.
Yeah.
But now, some people did it, let me not say bad, but in a not too good way, structure, to do such kind of films and enough support. I think we can do better.
And I think this is also an opportunity to share some of the things that are happening. The corporates out there work with the filmmakers.
Yeah.
Because we entertain people and we can do product placement. It's sad that most weddings, they put it into content that goes on national telly.
I think
because they love the passion. They love entertaining people.
The corporate world now should understand that we can do business with them.
Yep.
We can sell their products.
Yep. It's a fact. We're in a new generation where people don't like to read. People don't like to read. People don't want to sit down and... Okay, I'm not trying to shoot down the newspapers, but people are lazy to read. They don't read textbooks. They want to just go on YouTube and then watch a tutorial. Am I lying?
Yeah.
And that's where we are. Reading.
Yeah, we should be reading. Because there's a lot that happens online.
Yep.
There's a lot of content that can build a person, and there's also a lot of content that can destroy a person. So it's a matter of what are you looking for.
Okay. Yeah. And I think it's also important to note you get load shedding.
Oh yes, oh yes. Like, like in my industry, we have got we have been hit with a major power cut issue right now. Yeah. Sound, I think we can work well during the day and also during the night, which could be a better. I would like to ask for support from everyone who's watching to support the film industry. It needs you. We need you.
Equipped.
Inside of me, like crazy imaginations into a story which a lot of people would sit down and watch. That's how I started. And in 2016, I made that film, Xenophobia. That was my first time, and it was when you've got an idea inside of you, learn.
Do you know, there's something that you also just prompted in me. Zimbabwe has got amazing stories.
Yeah.
And I pray Hollywood doesn't come and steal our stories. Karikoga Guminemse.
Yeah.
Those are amazing stories, and those are epic stories that if we make them, trust me, we will overtake Hollywood, because Zimbabwe's got great, amazing storytellers. And then the other thing as well is our English is very accessible, let's be honest. It's the truth.
Are you sure?
Yes, it is. The environment that we've got in this country, it's peaceful. Yeah, it's peaceful. Support local. Support local. Let's make our own films. Let's tell our stories the Zimbabweans way. And let people come. Let people come and watch Zimbabwean films here. Host. Oh yeah.
On reaching the local audience.
Okay.
But we don't have things like cinema.
Market. And the other one I think is being turned into offices.
Should we say it's sad?
Irreplaceable. It's like football. Football on TV and football in the stadium are two different things.
Yeah. I think what lacks now is the cinema experience that you talked about. If the local film industry would give the audience that cinema experience, I think people would come back to that.
Do you agree that it would be a good thing to get film school introduced into high schools?
As part of the new curriculum.
Why not?
Yeah, Logi. And they'll put, from that drama club now, I've got a film club. That could be a good idea.
Because this is what we do. Making films.
I think if that is made as an idea to the government, they would accept it and they would support. Because right now, even for grown-ups, we don't have enough schools for filmmakers. For anyone who's trying to do filmmaking, there are very few schools in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So that needs attention from there.
And you're going to watch this short film. Do you want to introduce the film?
Yeah, it's called Where is Home? I will talk more about it after you watch it.
Okay. So see you after this little movie experience.
This is our house and my sister. There is something unusual in this house. I feel isolated. I don't share things with anyone. I have my things labeled. This is my sister's boyfriend. She has lots of them, and I have none. Even out. And possible extinction of our kind. Albinism is not a curse, but a genetic condition. Let me leave this place.
Moina.
Yes.
Lovely film.
Thank you.
Lovely film.
Very emotional, is it?
Don't try and get me teary. It's not going to happen on camera. No, but what inspired the film?
Well, from the United Nations, they wanted under 5-minute long films on social inclusion and a lot more topics. Then I decided if I can only make this film, I can speak to many people through the United Nations platform. And we were very fortunate. We won an award in New York at the Zimbabwe International Film Festival. That was last year, before they shut it down this year. So I think the film is good. We had less resources. We shot it in about 2 hours.
That's what happens. We struggle to make films. Let's be honest with you.
Yeah.
We struggle.
But on another film, we might be talking of different kind of people, like, or even something else, not people as well, like what you mentioned. Maybe we might be talking about the Great Zimbabwe itself in another kind of film, but without support, we won't be able to do that.
Brilliant. So, ladies and gentlemen, the world at large, thank you so much. And go on Facebook. Hey, your social handles, please.
Oh, okay. It's facebook.com/mmunashe1, small case throughout. Facebook.com/mmunashe1, mmunashe1. That's it on Facebook. They'll find.
And thank you. It was a pleasure having you today. Join us next week where we're going to have the Epic Hour. We're going to be interviewing great people. And then the other thing that we're also going to be having is the Epic Masterclass, the Epic Energy Masterclass, where we're going to be talking about solar energy, breaking it down, the components that you need, what you should buy, what you should not buy. We've got the experts here. And so keep in touch and keep it rolling. Keep liking the page, keep sharing the page, and stay tuned. And remember, #YouSwitch.
Welcome. This episode focuses on solar panel placement. In the Southern African region, panels are supposed to be placed at 22.5 degrees northwest. Tilt angle. Panels must be placed or inclined at 12 degrees. Obstruction. Any non-adherence to the above three will result in poor performance of your solar panels. Should you require more information, clarity, or assistance, please do contact us